Hi, how you doing? My name's Silent Hobo. I'm an illustrator artist. I'm here to kind of help you progress your drawing, I suppose. So I would like in this tutorial to help you draw a face and then ink it and then do a bit of simple shading with pen, and then after that little session of how to draw a face, I'll touch on the basics of how to draw a body to go with it, and then you can kind of use what I teach you to be able to create a whole character at the end of it. So yeah, we'll get to it. All you need is a pencil, pen, rubber, maybe a couple of different like fine liners, but really you just need to want to draw, and yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so I'm going to just start off by drawing the face or the head. That's how I start most of my characters, but I'll just go through the process of how you get them to look in different directions. It's quite simple. So I'll do a couple. So the first one is just to do a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you sort of, if you want a character looking that way, for example, sort of add like a small little jawline underneath the circle, and then a line where the eyes will be, a line where the nose will be, a line where the mouth will be. And then from here, if he's looking in that direction, you can like add a circle there for an eye, circle there for an eye, and the nose will be just hanging off it. Do a little shadow, and then underneath the shadow will be the mouth, having smiling. And there you've got like a basic face looking in one direction. You can trim the eyes, and then eyes, you've got eyebrows, so just draw a line up and then put an eyebrow. It's all about getting perspective and an idea of where everything should be. And then usually in line with the eyes are the ears. You can stick an ear there. And then from here you've got a neck, goes down like that. So you have a basic character looking in one direction. And then on the other side you can put some hair, add some hair. And if you haven't got a reference, just do like a caricature of yourself. So that'll be like an example of looking in one direction. So if I want them to look straight on, same again, circle. And these are just guides, so you don't really have to be amazingly accurate with them. Circle, so you're looking straight at you, and then do like a small little jawline under the circle, like an oval shape or a U shape. And then you do some lines for the eyes, tops of the eyes, a line for the nose, a line for the mouth. And then from here, you can do like a line in the middle to get an idea where the centre is going to be, for example. You start off with one eye, and then two eyes, two eyeballs. And you can do these eyes in any style, but it's just getting where everything should be. The nose should go here, so I usually do like a shadow. And then you can put the mouth here, underneath on the third line, and the shadow underneath. Bit more detail, eyebrows above the eyes. You can sort of draw a little line there, eyebrows above the line, above the eyes. And then in line with the eyes, you've got the ears. So it's all like pretty sketchy at the moment. But again, you know, reference. If you haven't got a reference, do a self-portrait. It's always the easiest way to go. Draw yourself, or you know, think of different hairstyle. So, for example, I can do big hair going to the side parting, and then you've got your guy. But then you can change it into a girl quite easily. You can add pigtails. So it's like making your own doll or something. You can always just change it up. And then if you want to add like more girl features, usually with drawing, like you add eyelashes. And then you've got a girl character. So you've got all these sketchy marks around here. And the simplest way is to rub it out lightly with the rubber. And then you've got your neck. You can draw your neck. So that's a quite simple way. I'll do another one just so you can see, like I'll do a face looking the other way. So same again, circle, rough circle, and then I'm going to have the character looking that direction. So I'll do like a jawline, which is usually like a U, some like that underneath. Eye line, nose line, and mouth line. And then the middle line is to show the middle of the head. So this would be like, if I draw it like this, you have the eyes at either side of those lines. So I'll put one eyeball, two eyeball, shadow underneath the nose. Again, you know, the more you draw, the more you'll stylize it. So you can do eyes, different types of eyes, different types of noses, different types of mouths. And then, for example, the eye, do a little line up here, and then you've got your eyebrow. You can draw your eyebrow. Line, eyebrow. You can finish that off. Yeah, can finish the eyes off, just for example. And then a mouth, so you can have the mouth line here and smile. So this is your basic outline. We'll sketch, and then we'll add the ear between these two lines. You would usually fit. Add the inside of the ear. So you have your basic face, and then you can add a neck, which is usually just around here. Again, like it's practice and looking and observing what people look like. And then again, you can add different, I suppose, different bits, like a hat, for example. So we can draw a hat like that. All using that as a guide. I always use a sketch as a guide. Okay, so that's the basics for the face. And then we can go ahead and rub out the guides, all of them. And you've got like a basic face, basic faces. Okay, so basically just try that for now, is how to draw a face and different angles. You use the middle line, the centre line to sort of figure out where your character is going to look. And it even works if you're looking up as well. So I'll do another circle. It's all about just repetition and doing it, but it gets a perspective. It's like a wireframe of the character. So here I'm going to have the character looking up, him or her, haven't decided yet. So you do your eye line, So it's a nose line, and then a mouth line, and then the centre line is where the character is going to look. So I'll have him looking slightly that way, to the right. So I can do that. And then I'll have some sort of U shape for the chin. So I'll do the eyes. So one eye looking up there, one eyeball there. Nose, think because you're looking up, you're going to see underneath the nose, so it'll be looking up. And then the mouth. Eyebrows, because it's looking up, you're going to see less of it. So line up there, line up there. And then the ear line, take it around there, the back. And then you can do your hair. I'll just do a funky haircut like that. And to sort of make it look more like he's looking up, you just add the neck. So the neck will be, in this instance, the line will come down underneath the nose. Underneath here. And then you can add a bit more hair at the back. Okay. So after this one, I'm going to start on doing the inking. Okay, so now that you've learned how to draw a face or had a little practice at it, we're going to do basic inking, like doing an outline, making the character come out more. So basically, there's no real secret to pens, but I like to use an old barrel fine liner, or sometimes a Sharpie, and then maybe another fine liner type thing. But to be honest, you can pretty much use anything. You know, yeah, some pens work better than others, but if you want to draw, you'll use whatever you got. Like even biro, there's nothing wrong with the old biro. So anyway, these are kind of my pens of choice. It's what I've got around in the office. But yeah, I'll start from the beginning, doing the face, and then inking it up again. So we'll start with the circle that we're doing. I'll do it a little bit bigger this time. A little bit bigger. And then nice little circle, and then you do the jawline. Maybe I'll have them looking in this direction still. So we'll do the jawline. And then from there we'll do the eye line, nose line, and then mouth line. And then we'll do the centre line for reference, so you know what either side of the eyes go on of this line basically. I'll put it over there. So I'll do one eyeball here, one eyeball there, nose, do the shadow underneath, and then mouth up like that. And then following between these two lines, I'll put the ear. And then I'm going to put a bit more detail under the eyes this time. So this time put an eyelid, and then we want eyebrow, so I'll draw my little line there. Draw the eyelid, eyebrow on this side. And here I don't like the jaw, so I'm going to bring it in a bit. Never be afraid to use a rubber. So it's my favourite friend when I'm drawing. I've got a basics here. I'm going to draw the neck, starting from underneath that eye, and then just behind the ear. Be a good neck. Let's neaten it off. The eyelashes, and we want a bit more definition of the nose, so I can do like a rough circle and then bring it down like that. That'll be the ridge of your nose, basically. What else can we have? Alright, so I'll do like a quick haircut, maybe a nice little quiff. Bit of hair coming out there. And I'll just put a bit of shoulders on, give them some shoulders. Alright, so from here you can pretty much go straight into the inking. Sorry, it cut out there a bit, but yeah, you can pretty much go straight into the inking. Just gonna rub out some of those lines so you can see what you're gonna draw. Yeah, and because as you're drawing, you can do anything pretty much. So you can accessorize all you like. You can put like a big hat on him, headphones, glitter, tattoos on the face, whatever you like. You know, it's your imagination. You can do whatever you want with it. But for this, just do like a little basic drawing, so you get the basics of how to ink and make your drawing stand out. So usually I'll start off with like just ink it out normally with a fine line pen, just to sort of detail bits, the eyes, so you get more definition of what you're drawing. The eyebrows. Like a shadow underneath the nose. So you can kind of do little bits like that. But also, when I see some people doing the inking, they're quite sketchy with it. So you can draw it like you draw like a dot to dot, for example. So you have more definitive lines rather than being like all sketchy like this. You want to have like a nice sort of bold line. That's my style, and that's how I kind of draw. If you want to do sketchy lines like that, that's fine. It's totally up to you. But to sort of accomplish this kind of nice sort of straight line, you can follow your own drawing and bring it down like that. It's kind of nice and defined. But if you're having trouble with that, you can kind of just mark points. So I'll mark a point there, like dot to dot. So you've got a place to go with your pen. And some people it helps, you know, dot there. And then from here I want to go there, so I'll go. It makes you do a definitive fine line. I mean, you can just go on your own like this as well, but as I say, it might be tricky first time. So you can do the dot to dot. line, there. Oh yeah, I got it. It's just a little pointer if you find it difficult. You know, if you're not, that's fine. Everyone's different. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just backing out all the areas that I want to be defined. And then it brings out the features of the drawing pretty much. So the ear have a bit more black. Bit of shadow underneath the mouth. Again with the eyeballs, you can do little circles. And you can just draw around the little circle you've just done. You get that little glint in the eye, I suppose. Yeah, just pretty much go around all the lines of your pencil drawing that you want to be defined. Maybe do a line here, a line there. But like to define the nose a bit, you can maybe do a little line, a little bit there. So then after this, what I like to do, just to bring everything out more, I'll get the Sharpie, which is slightly thicker, but I'm not going to go over the details inside, just go around the outside and it will just ping out the character. Again, this is a matter of style, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But yeah, just do a thicker line around the outside. Kind of like a sticker finish, basically. Nice defined outline. Colour that in black. So like after you've done the outline, you can just rub off all the pencil. There you go. And if you want more like shading, you can get the old pencil out and you can kind of draw out where you think the shade should be. So if the light's coming down this way, there's going to be a bit of shadow underneath the eye. There'll be shadow on this side of the face. There'll be shadow under the chin, and then a bit of shadow underneath the lip. Here you can get a fine liner. Just draw little lines. Like that. So where the shadow is. Again. And you can just do this with any amount of pens. So you can do it with biro. Just yeah, so just finishing off the shading. So all the areas where you reckon there should be a bit of shade, you can just put these little lines. There you have it, an inked up face. Okay, so we have to get this face onto a body. So we do the same. We'll start off with the same principles of like doing the circle for the head, and then the jawline. But we won't go into detail. But like the way I would do it is kind of do a stick figure. So from here you go, oh, that's the neck, and then you've got the body, like that. You can do a square for the body, and then the arm will connect here. So what do you want to do? You want to put the hands in the air. So that'll be the upper arm, elbow, forearm, upper arm, elbow, forearm, and then you can do one for hands. So that's the body, and then you need one for the hips. So do a little circle there, and then that will be the top of the leg, the calf muscle leg bit, and then the foot. Same again, top of the leg, bottom of the leg, and then foot. So imagine we've done the face. It's the same kind of principle. For me, I would personally use that as a guide. There's a skeleton inside. So the neck will have a bit of muscle. And then I'll do an outline round the outside of the stick, I suppose. Outside of the stick. And I'll do some fingers. It's always good to get reference. So that body's okay. And then I'll style the leg like that. The butt. People's top of thighs are quite meaty usually. And go down. So if I'm doing like an action shot, I'll kind of use a stick character as a basis, and then always you get the rubber out, and you can rub it all out. Rub out the guide. And to me, this is a really quick way, if you've got a lot of characters to do, to get a lot of motion into your work without the character looking frigid. So you kind of draw a skeleton, as I say. And then, as I say, you know, we've got the basic head and the chin, so we can do our eye line. We'll say we're going to look in that direction. Eye line, nose line, mouth line. So I have eye there, eye there. We'll do basic character here. Nose, mouth, and then around, and then the ear will go over here. Eyebrow. As I say, it's a basic figure, but the more you draw, you'll stylize it, and you'll add your own flavour, I suppose it is. See? So yeah, practice the stick man, doing a stick man, and getting the proportions right. And then you'll be able to do characters in pretty much any position that you want them to go into. See? So that was just like basic. I'll add some hair. Again, add your own hair. Flavour your own character. Get them wearing clothes. So that's just real basic. Like the more you do, you can funk up the shoes. You can give them really cool stuff to wear. You can wear a vest, put a little vest on. You can add muscles, take away muscles, blah blah blah. It's up to you, So yeah, just practice on a stick, doing a stick. So if one's sitting down, have his legs like that, on his phone. That right there is the basis for a character, and you just follow the lead of drawing around. So we zoom in closer. Bye. And it's the same again. Just draw around the outside and use it as a guide. So I haven't done a hand, so I can do a hand there. Look. Okay, do the nose. Then we'll get rid of the inside line. You saw that was just from the stick character I did. Just get a bit more definition on outside, and we can just grab a pen and do an outline. And work on there. Let's define the face more. Lines, ears. You're working quite small, we can get the old fine liner out. Do one eye, nose. Zip. shoelaces, just to add little details. Like sitting on a couch. There you go, you've got like a character with a face. So just go away and just practice on the face and the body and the inking, and it'll all come together with a lot of practice. Cheers, guys. I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial, and I hope you got your head around how it works. And basically, the more you draw, the better you'll get, and you can create worlds, characters to escape into, and no one can tell you what the rules are. It's all about enjoying it and using your imagination. So yeah, I hope I was able to touch on certain tips to help you sort of kind of progress and stylize your artwork. But as I said, it's kind of the basics what I was teaching. So it's up to you to sort of add your flavor and just enjoy it and just draw as much as you want. And the more you draw, the better you'll get. And by the time you get to my age, you'll just be like smashing it out of the park. So I meet so many people who say, "Oh, I wish I kept drawing. I stopped." So if you keep drawing, you'll just your imagination will take you wherever you want, and maybe one day you'll make a living from it. Cool. All right, happy Christmas, guys, and stay safe. Bye.